halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Wild Bill. Switch. 61, matchbox lights.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch twist. Kill.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Hey. Rock it. Watch the pass. Kill.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Short little throw to Ebron. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
He's checking.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence looking for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. All of these wet conditions, the point afters have been good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Nice run on 1st down. Gets him 6 yards to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the play fake. McKnight on the move to his left.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. On 1st down, Sheffield. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Let's go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a... and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
This up to the 46, good enough for the 1st.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Go street. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Warrior 70. 24 is the mic. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught right side by Mims. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Come on, set. 50. Plant. Coming after you. See it.
They'll try the left side. Sheffield. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Here we go. Set. 60. Check. Check 3. He's coming. The hog dog. He's coming. Check 13. Check 13. Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Slam, slam, slam. Gone, gone. Check. Lucky on the ball. And go.
They'll run on first down. Sheffield. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 4 down. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down. 66. Bullet high. Hot. Under 10. Squeeze. Get in there. Hard. Rush in. Kill. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That's it.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Motion.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with them, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They'll try the left side. It's Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
56. I got you.
Hey, Delta.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
Gone.
You're all mine.
49. Check 49. Let's go.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
We got this.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie.
Fire down, stand up in. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam.
Yes! Stand up!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
On the ready!
Mike, boy, 43. Check, 43. Here we go. Watch out.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Ready up! H3, 218, chopper!
Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check Mike 11. Yeah. You don't want none.
Hey, check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 28. And they will follow going into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 receptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be?
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
64, weak. Coming after you. Man.
Wide, get wide. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Whip, 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 whip. Rock, whip.
Here's a Florida native from up near Pensacola. It's Michael Carter. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, here's Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go. Here we go.
A handoff for Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
I can't stand myself. Ready? 58's the mic. Go. Go. Watch twitch.
X3. 218.
A give, running right, ETN. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Single slot.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Switch gears. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Topper.
Check.
Buzz. Ready.
Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Hey, Sam on. Jim.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hard.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Alpha. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Watch the slant. Watch the
Look at me. Door.
Tighten up. Back.
Down.
Now Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
General West on 2.
On second down, it's Robinson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there. I'm coming. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
You're out.
He's coming.
Hey, wahoo.
Now Lawrence.
Watch the ship.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Rock it. Get it.
Here's a give to ETN. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Get it.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check 24, check 24. Dog, dog.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burrell. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Squeeze.
They'll try the left side. Sheffield. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Ready.
58, Mike. Check pass, check pass.
80 weapon.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Going 58 is the Mike.
Hey, lock it.
What we got?
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Switch.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 3rd down.
Go set. 60 Pittsburgh. Recon 132 fighter.
He's checking. Crash.
Quick the edge. Go.
Check 43. Shift. Take 4, take
5.
Robinson now off the option. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 16-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Yes.
Check. Fresno.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Go on. Ready.
Lawrence. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. For a run, show Fatukasi. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
That's trash. 58, boys. 58. 58.
Ben.
Bring it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Who that?
Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down now. Burrell, not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. This defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Mike, 58, right there. Cut.
Hey, Sam on.
He's coming. Double up.
Now.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to get away. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a give right side. It's Robinson, and he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 2 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Gotta give him a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, he'll take that.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as he brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Check, lock hard.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Short little throw to Ebron. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Joker, you're out. Kill.
Lawrence will throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. John Franklin Myers just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready. 90. Wolf.
Chef.
off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Alpha.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go. Let's go.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Two times. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. 24 is the mic.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
24 is the mic.
I'm trying to collect. 49, check 49, check 49.
Check.
Charlie.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch out.
Fan.
Kill.
Block it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sheffield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming for you, son. Ready.
On first down, Robinson. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. The tackle by Quincy Williams. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. The open man here, Renfro. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Hey, lock it.
Hatch it.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check.
Lawrence giving ETN here on the option. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Set, ready. And Lobo. Bang, rock. Bang. Check it out, read. Let's go.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Wilson to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
On the set.
I'm coming after you.
Scene 6.
Tight ends on the loosey. 4 down. Alert.
Nice 7. Let's go.
24 is the mic.
Now Wilson. Again, he finds more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Second and 10.
I got 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 55.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Burrell. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
You got nothing to run. Go!
Buzz.
24 is the mic.
Let's go, defense. Let's get up. Set hot.
24 is the mic. All right, D, let's try. All right, D. 24 is the mic.
Throwing now is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Down. 70 Indy.
Three buzz. You're out. Switch gears. Hey.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
I'd say the staff is up in the booth watching the game. They might want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Second and 11.
Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
They'll try the left side. Sheffield. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
80 weapon.
24 is the mic. Here I come.
Yep.
Get him. You got him.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding man, a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
That's the way. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Down. 18 Gator. Go.
They run. Robinson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Tighten up.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Hey, alert 3. Shift. Watch the shift.
Get it.
Give to ETN running right. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to get the field goal.
And any yardage you gain here is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my own coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want. The right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
58's the mic.
Bravo.
58, boys. 58's Mike. Strip the ball.
Look. Squeeze.
He's coming. We got double up.
Yo. Go.
Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship.
Sneak grip.
On play action, Lawrence. They shakes him off. And a big happens here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 20.
He's going to make everything happen.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't know it was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jets,